This is something in big historical news. Said empathy for children is fading because they're drowning on the beaches. They're drowning on the beaches. How can it fade? How can it fade? How can you constantly let children die and let it fade? Let it fade. Not carry the world about it. Not tell the world about it. How can you not tell the world about it? How can you not feel for the children that died, trying to get away from the war they were born into? They were born into. They were born into little babies dying on beaches in Jordan, Turkey. No, you can't lose empathy for them. Can't lose empathy for them. So they're just little children born into a world of war and death and suffering and carnage and waste and waylay, treated like dirt. They're killed and burned around the world. How can you forget about the children? How can you forget about the children? They're killed and burned and whipped and tortured, put in jail. Can you forget about the children? How can you really forget about the children? How can you really forget about the children? Empty doesn't fade when little children come in and pass. To killing, butchering, savaging, just disgusting human life for children. Living in the streets, no electricity, no power, no food, dying in starvation. How do you forget about that? How do you just forget about that? How do you just forget about that? Somebody please tell me this. How do you just forget about that? How do you forget about the children? How do you forget about the children? You've had the death of human life. People swimming to try and get their children a better life, and then to lose them dying. How do you forget about all this? How do you forget about all this? Lock them up in jails with their mothers. They're raped and abused and tortured, butchered. How do you forget about that? How do you forget about that? How do you really forget about that? This is what I'd like to know. If anybody's got the call to answer me. How do you forget about that? How do you forget about that? This is some being human beings starting loose. Thank you for watching.